Good evening, and welcome to another episode of, another broadcast of, another gathering of, another beautiful opportunity of, another blessing of the power of being a winner. And I am, once again, only through the blessings, your esteemed host, Donald L. Dowridge, Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a thought-provoking, I'll use that word, thought-provoking broadcast tonight, show. And for those who are listening, those who are tuning in, and if you know, let me put it like this, if you know of any men that could benefit from what this show is about, please, by all means, gather them. I think it's something beneficial going to happen tonight. If you saw the flyer for tonight's show, it speaks on the topic, men and heartbreaks. Oh, and how do you mend a broken heart? Wait a minute. How do a loser ever win? Somebody better tell me, how do you mend a man in his broken heart? Somebody tell me, how could he ever win? So that's the topic tonight. So I had to give you that little interlude. I'll be signing autographs later on. As a matter of fact, old school Motown, they're knocking at the door right now, wanting me to sign that humongous contract, 10 albums, 10 CD. That's right. The first one with me on the cover. Wait a minute, let me get my look. The first one's going to be, how do you mend a broken heart? Yay, yay. That's my Ice Cube there. But let me go forth and do this real quick. I want to share a good word with you before I begin. Titus, 1st chapter, 15th verse. Unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving nothing is pure, but even their mind and conscience is defiled. Okay? That's a reading from Titus, 1st chapter, 15th verse. The topic, defiled, negative, degraded, worn, torn. Everything they do is not for the good, but for the bad. Watch out for those people. And not just watch out for them, but in truth, if you can help them, if you can be a blessing to them, you never know. I was reading a story today. My brother-in-law, who lives in Baltimore, he's a pastor. He is getting ready for a show this weekend, so he's out passing flyers out in Baltimore, East Baltimore, I think it was, and he's confronted by this lady. All right? So the lady, he says, smoking a cigarette, and right away, as he went to give her a flyer, she responded by saying, "Thank you, however, are you a pastor?" He says, "Yes." And he begins to pray for her. He says his main mission was to pass out the flyers for his event this weekend, Saturday. However, God blocked his trail, if you will, his path, if you will, his walking, if you will, to bless another. So you never know when that blessing will come, or when you would have to use what you know to bless somebody else. You never know when it's your last dime that you might have to give to somebody else. I read something else. where it said, hey, you know, whatever you do, make sure what you do, all right, it will be to the good of that person, because that good will return tenfold to you. And trust me, we all want goodness to come back to us. I want to give a shout out real quick to my good friend in St. Petersburg, Miss D. Alright, she gave me this. Alright, and what it says, in case you can't see it, what you do matters. Okay? And Miss D, she's an awesome sister in St. Petersburg. She's always working with children in the city of St. Petersburg, inspiring them, special programs, after-school programs, weekends. She's giving up her weekends to be with these kids, you know, and it's astronomical. So I just want to say hats off to you, Sister D, Debbie, and blessings to you. Okay, if you're listening, you know that's about you. Now, if you hear the beeping sound in the background, or if you hear it anywhere, all right, don't be alarmed. Okay, that is not a missile coming over from North Korea. All right, so calm down, chill out. It's okay. All right, there's something here that's beeping, and I just don't have the time right now to get to it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have all this flack that is going on. I got to touch on this. All this flack that is going on with the NFL kneeling, the murdering of black men, the degrading of black men degrading themselves. I was moved by listening to, or let me put it like this. I belong to what is called Temptations Forever. Anybody who's been listening and tuning into the show know that I am a gigantic Temptation fan. Alright? That's the group I'm talking about. And I became a fan of the Temptations when I was 13 years old. Anyway, they put out an album called Puzzle People. Within that, and songs on that album was Don't Let the Joneses Get You Down, I Can't Get Next to You, Can't Get Next to You, alright? So, and then there was a song on there that is entitled Message from a Black Man. Now this album came out in 1969, so I was maybe 14 years old. But that song, Message from a Black Man, and what I was going through as a 14-year-old teenager in the South Bronx, it really inspired me as a young black teenager, male, you know, at that time, and the things that were going on with us back then as a black male. So anyway, I'm looking at Temptation Forever. They have Puzzle People on there, and they highlight a message from a black man. So it inspired me to write this, and I want to share this with the listening audience if I can. It goes such as A Message from a Black Man by the 1969 Temptations, remixed by DLD 2017. This generation's black man anthem. I said it. And if you want to read it, you can go to my Facebook page. No matter how hard you try, you can't stop me now. Say it loud. I'm black, and I am proud to be a strong black man here in 2017. Regardless of what negativity is said or portrayed me as being a less representation of this red, white, and blue, alright? I flag, military, and country, which I dearly love, even if I sweat red, black, and green. I say it loud and proud because I am educated to the strength of challenges that black men through the years, from Nat Turner, Frederick Douglass, Dr. Charles Drew, Thurgood Marshall, Martin Luther King Jr., Barack Obama, and the countless of nameless black men who have been hung, jailed, beat, and killed. I I am you, a strong black man carrying the torch for you, my fellow black man. Say it loud. I'm black and a proud, strong black man here in 2017. No, I am not dumbed down, watered down, or battered to the point of lowering and demeaning my self-esteem, respect, and demeaning my black sisters and women, nor my black children. Like any other race of people in this America, I am a strong black man who will stand strong in representing my proud blackness in the most respective means possible in my lifetime as a strong black man. Teach my black children to take advantage of every opportunity to be educated to advance further in their generation long after I am demised from this earth. My black woman, my black queen, there is no me without you. Loving you as the queen God created you to be. You are my esteem, and you black woman, I respect and thank God for you. There are no other race of woman precious like you. Yes, you, black woman, are my rib, and I function with strength with you by my side. As other races raise their women in glory, I raise my black queen in glory. I love my black woman as the queen she is and God meant for her to be. Say it loud. I am black man of these United States. Is this a battle cry? No battle cry. However, yes, a wake-up call to all living black men in this society. In this life, in this America, let us strong black men stand, kneel, pray for strength, justice, optimistic belief that we, black men, will continue to pull together as one to reach the pinnacle of being strong black man that is not prejudiced or racist or discriminating against another race, however, protecting us and guiding us with prayer, trust, truth, love, family, and sincerity. We black men deserve this for us and the future of us. Say it loud. I am black and a strong, positive black male. Say it loud. I am black and a strong, positive black male here in 2017. To Motown, to the 1969 Temptations, thanks for a message to a black man, which had a great impact on my life as a young teen, and here still in 2017, it is still making an impression on my life. To all, this song is recommended listening and sharing with all black men, young, middle-aged, and seniors. We be black man strong. Please share with all black men so they will know to be black man strong. Thank you. Thank you very much. So this was written basically for us to understand that this is what we need in our life. We need to be, regardless of what the populists, regardless of what the majority, regardless with another race, and regardless of what we might say on negative about us, black man, we must remain strong. Because, back in the days, we were the head of the household. We went out and we worked hard. And this is nothing negative against, you know, where we are, where women are today, where black women are today. You know, it's just a mere fact. Black man, we got to stand up. Black man, our days of sloping. Black man, our days of being less than. Black man, we got to recognize that we can do more than what the media says. Sports, rapping. Black man, we can be business owners. Black man, we can also get on the Black Business Tour. You know who I'm talking about. Coming in December. Black man, we can also be that strong black male in the home. And if we're not in the home, we can still be in our children's lives. Black man, we don't have to infest the prison cell. Black man, we don't have to be the one that is on the low, out on the corner, selling our lives away. Black man, we were not born for that. I'm sure, black man, when we were born and the doctor pulled us out of our mother, I'm sure he did not give, she did not give, or he did not give that baby to our mothers, and our mothers said something of this nature. Oh, my baby, look at my beautiful boy, my black boy. Yes, I can see him in 15 years in a prison, in a detention center, selling drugs on the corner, abusing women, abusing other brothers. No, 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 by God, no. Mom did not say that. Mom said, my baby, I have great dreams for my baby because I know my baby is going to be a change agent in this world. I know my baby is going to school. He's going to graduate. I know my baby, he's going to play, okay, he's going to play sports and we're going to keep him active. I know my baby's going to be an A student. I know my baby's going to college, and if he don't go to college, he's going to take up a trade. I know my baby is going to get into the workforce. Okay, maybe he won't be a subordinate. Maybe he'll be a manager. If maybe not a manager, but maybe he'll be a CEO. Maybe not a CEO, maybe he'll be an entrepreneur. My baby. That's my black boy. That's my black man. Look how he stands so ever so tall. Black man. Just understand that we have come a long ways. And know for a fact, we do not, I'm stressing, we do not have to be strange fruit hanging by a pole. We don't hang by poles anymore, by the way. The pole that we hang by nowadays is when we are confronted by a judge that slams his gravel to the table, to his desk or bench. And he winds up saying 10, 15, 20, 30 years. Black man, time out. Be strong. Stand tall. And know that your purpose is to soar like the eagle. And to carry your family. To stand tall for your family. To love your family. And to make a difference. See you on the other end, because we got something else to talk about that's important as well. Oh snap! I'll be back. Commercial. Well, you know, I want to give a shout out, first of all, to my producers always. Much love to you. I think you're watching. All right, much love to you. We were talking over the weekend about different subjects, topics, And somebody mentioned, I don't know who it was, so forgive me for my absentees. Ding, 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 ding. About different topics to talk about on the radio, and somebody mentioned, you know, heartbreak, man, heartbreak. And I said, I think I can handle that. Pandora's box, I can open that. Because I know that, you know, a lot of things, you know, okay, being a strong black man, you know, you want to carry some things to the grave, which I am going to carry. Woo! I'm packing my bags. You feel me? I'm packing my bags, and, you know, I think I got maybe 2 bags full right now that when I leave, they got to leave with me. Y'all ain't getting jack. You see what I'm saying? What they call that, statute of limitation? Yeah. You know, some things I just can't let out because I'm going to tell you, you know, I lived a life. And meeting with a pastor today, what he said, Brother Don, Brother Dowridge, I must make it clear and loud that, you know, your life is a true testimony and a true blessing. Because I tell you, you know, if God didn't have a mission for you, you would have been gone a long time ago. Nobody even would have heard about you. And I said, you know, that's true. Trials and tribulations. How many of you all out there got trials and tribulations? You better stop fibbing. If you say no, you better stop fibbing, and you better come real with it. You feel me? Because see, what I'm getting ready to do tonight, y'all can't see it, but behind the counter, behind these cameras, all right, there's some closets. I'm getting ready to open up the closet door, and I'm getting ready to pull out some skeletons. You feel me? No. Don't worry. You know what I mean? I'm coming out the closet tonight. You feel me? No. Hey, get your mind out of there. You know I don't roll like that. Alright? And more power to those that do. But hey, it's your thing. Do what you want to do. Come on, y'all. Anyway. So, again, as we start to get into the subject of heartbreak, man and heartbreak, if you have any additions that I might miss out on, or you want to call in and ask questions, or you want to add comments, by all means, just pick up your phone, 347-539-5867. Again, that number is 347-539-5867. You can also follow us on www.blogtalk.com // alright? Not 2, just 1 / the second half. Okay? But the phone lines are open, and by all means, please give us a shout out. Okay? So as we go, alright? Hold on a minute, please. I'm sorry about that, but let me get my place here. Alright? Bam! Here we go. Okay. Now, okay, here we go. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I will admit, you know, that I'm not even going to put a disclaimer out there or anything, but yes, my heart has been broken. And yes, I'm just going to be honest with you. You know, there's been times that my heart has been broken to the point that I wanted to give up. To be honest with you, you know, I wanted to go jump off a bridge. I wanted to drink all the alcohol I could drink in the world. I've even remember a time that, yeah, I smoked a whole pack of cigarettes. I smoked a whole pack of cigarettes. It's funny, I can laugh about it. I've even seen times that I've cried like a little baby because of a certain woman that I've loved, cared about. And I'll even share with you the fact that if you're a baby boomer, quite naturally you remember Marvin Gaye, his song, Let's Get It On. As a matter of fact, that song was out at the time, and I was played. I got played. This young lady, she played, I was a teenager, and she played me to the max. I mean, I was clean. My double knits on, my Pro Kids. Matter of fact, I had red Pro Kids on. Those are sneakers in case you don't remember. And I had an alpaca sweat on, and I had my little cool Kango on. And I'm going to this young girl. I mean, I really liked her too. And I'm going to her house. I knock on the door. And as soon as I knock on the door, she give me all kind of smack about I'm seeing somebody. She set me up. Funny, I can remember that. And she slammed the door on me. But wait a minute. I had to go up 6 flights of stairs and knocked on a door which was in the back, way in the back of the hallway. And she was a beautiful young lady too. And when she told me that I was cheating on her, which I wasn't, and come to find out, there was another dude in the crib. That's right, I said crib, I didn't say apartment. And I wanted to go in and I wanted to bust up something. But she slammed the door on me, and see, in New York you get those police locks. She put that police lock on, and I wound up hurting my shoulder trying to knock that door open. Man, I was mad as I don't know what. Boy, I started banging on walls. Heartbreak. The Jacksons say Heartbreak Hotel. This is Heartbreak Hotel. And I can think of other instances when, you know, falling in love. Love is a hurting thing. Falling in love. And just knowing that she's that special one. And beginning a relationship in flowers, movies, dinner. Yeah, you know the other thing that go along with it. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you get hit with the smart bomb. She done got smart. She leaving. Thinking about Valentine's Day, probably in the 90s. Dozens of flowers, and then just to have those flowers thrown in my face. How many men, black men, how many men are willing to talk about those heartbreaks? And see, if you don't talk about these heartbreaks, eventually what happens is, you know, man carries this weight. Man not only carries the weight, but then what happens when man begins to drink? And he begins to drink, and then all of a sudden it becomes to the point where, you know, he's by himself, or he's at a bar, he's at a club. Oh, and you with your boys. And your boys are all up in your head. And they're like, to be real with it, keep it 100, man, F that itch. Man, she ain't nothing, man. Let's go do this thing, man. Let's go, yo, check, woo. And you trying to get over what just happened. So what happened is, you see what I'm saying? Then you got the rebound. You got the rebound. So what happens is, you know, because you're hurt, now you want to go out and you want to what? As many as you can to try to get what? Her out your mind. Well, what happens if you can't get her out your mind? Oh, breaking news, media, news, front page. Man upset about wife. Man upset about girlfriend. Man upset about lady. So what does he do? He go on a revenge because his heart is hurting. And the worst thing that we can do as a man to get back, to pay back, is to hurt, to physically hurt. I'm sure we all have seen the news reports where man has killed ex-girlfriend. Man has physically abused ex-girlfriend. Man has raped ex-girlfriend. Man has demolished ex-girlfriend. Because of the fact that not having someone to talk to, not knowing how to handle the breakup. This thing that's inside of this shirt, underneath my rib cage, that red thing that's pumping that blood through my body, it's a heavy thing. It's a heavy thing. And like I said, I've cried many a tears. Many a rivers have cried. Don't laugh. But how many of you men out there have cried many rivers over a beautiful young lady? How many of you all have walked away from a relationship with your children because of the fact that, you know, you felt heartbroken? And the worst thing we can do if there's children involved, because we're heartbroken with our ex, is to walk away from that child. I raised my hand because for 30 days I was guilty. I walked away from mine for 30 days. You know, I'm reading here, it says 5 reasons why men handle heartbreak worse, oh, get this, worse than women. It's stated that we as men, we handle heartbreak worse than a woman do. Now, you know it's said, and I've been told, that I ain't nothing but a big baby. Man get a cold, man get sick, man want to crawl up under that female companion. And not only that, want to suck the thumb and turn into that big baby. Okay, all right. I hear you, and I see you out there pointing your fingers. Okay, yeah, I'm guilty. Because there is times that, you know, when I'm sick, yes, I want some TLC. As it states here, number 1, men handle emotions differently. We do handle those emotions differently. You know, I've been told, and I've heard it, and even today, women are saying, all men are dogs. We are no good. All we want to do is think with our bottom head. We allow our bottom head to guide us wherever, you know, it's almost like our bottom head got us on a leash. And we just want to do everything that moves. Everything that we even think. You see what I'm saying? You fill in the blank. However, is it true or not? Now, I will admit, I read something earlier where it stated that women, as girls, you know, they're more or less prepared, you know, for the possibility of a heartbreak. We as men, we macho. It ain't going to happen to me. You know, it's stated that, and I'm a witness to this, is that you keep playing around and you're going to meet that right lady. You're going to meet that right woman. And she's going to teach you something. She's going to show you something. And she's going to wind up breaking your heart. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Ain't nobody, I'm invincible. I got to protect, I got a shield. Superman ain't got nothing on me. Wrong. We're all human. And it's our heart that thrives. They say the brain, but it's the heart that thrives. Because look, when the heart stops, I understand the brain too, but when the heart stops, see, the brain needs the heart to pump the blood through. Boom, 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 boom. Well, let me share this. It says, women are generally more emotional creatures. We are in fact taught, women are taught from a very young age to express their feelings and to be loving, kind, and soft. Whereas men, we are taught to do what? To be hard. We're like Hercules, Superman, Samson. You see what I'm saying? We got the bravado. We got to be strong. We can't let nothing break us. So we can't be living in a glass house, because that's going to show our weaknesses. Well, somewhere along the line, our weaknesses as men is shown, it's broken. And look, for real though, think about this. Man, he's out there shining his car up, getting it ready. You feel me? Man gets in his car where he done showered up, got his best clothes on, alright? He gets in his ride, okay, club, wherever he's going. But you can't, and his music is sounding good, you can't tell homeboy nothing. And his chest is way out here. I'm only speaking from experience. His chest is way out here. And then all of a sudden, guess what? Bam! Somebody hit his ride. Oh, snap! Heartbreak. And that's just a material thing. I had to learn that lesson the hard way. That's just a material thing. Heartbreak. Now you know how a man in his ride, you feel me? Oh, shucks. That's a whole different show right there. Or man in his music. You know what I mean? Some joked and said, look, bro, what you got, man? You want me to come help you move? Nah, man, I got it. Well, you got something? What you got? Man, all I got is my clothes and my music, my stereo. That's right. That's all I got is my stereo and my clothes. You see what I'm saying? So you know how man is. Moving on. While little boys are taught the opposite, they are often molded, just what I just said, molded to be tough, and that crying or showing any emotion other than anger is a sign of weakness. Now, baby boomers, men, you know what time we came, you know the era we came in. Such as you fall, you scar up your knee, get up, boy, get up and wipe it off. And I know even with my son, when he fell a few times, get up, let me see, oh, you be all right. Wipe them tears away. Be a boy, be a man, be a man. He's 1 year old. Be a man. Wipe them tears away before I give you something to cry. All of a sudden, what happens? You know, we instilling in our young brothers to be tough, to be hard, and nothing's going to happen to you. You the man. Well, you know, everything that got twisted nowadays, because our young brothers, you see what's going on, right? You know, they pow, I'm the man, pow. Anyway, moving on. So when it comes time for men, us, to express our emotions and thoughts, all right, we do have a much harder time to opening up ourselves to vulnerability. You feel me? Because when we open up, what do we feel like? We feel like what? Less than. So we got to hold our emotions. We got to hold that in. But I'm going to let you know something. Holding those emotions after a heartbreak, oh snap. That's stress right there. That's pain right there. That's heartache right there. Can you say that's EKG right there? Because you're putting all that stress on and you're not releasing. I'm the man. Dude, what's going on, man? Talk to me, man. Nah, man, it's alright, man. It's alright, man. I'm cool, man. You know, yeah, she done gone her way. I'm going my way. You know, it's all cool. The next thing you know, it's so cool that homeboy go home by himself. And guess what? Guess what he doing? He can't go to work the next day. He don't want to come out the house. You feel me? You know what I mean? It's just him and his bottle. And I ain't talking about no baby bottle. Or it's just him and he firing up. Cigarettes, what have you. You see what I'm saying? It's just him and he's beating his head up against the wall. Because that thing inside his chest has been tampered with. Number 2, it says, the caveman philosophy, if you will. Men are wired, we are wired to be the hunter and the protector. And I'll be honest with you, I've been told, Don, chill out, man, chill out. Or I've been even called Superman, Macho Man. Calm down, it's okay. So brothers, black man, you see what I'm saying? Continue to be the protector. But we don't have to take it to the next level where we are hurting ourselves. Oh, here's a beautiful one. I'm so jealous. Who that talking to you? See, I had that philosophy, is that she knows who she wants. She knows I'm her man. She knows I'm her husband. So if she is truly committed to me, committed to the relationship, last thing I'm going to worry about is her running off with somebody else. But there are other men out there, it's almost like in the movie, which just popped in my head, 5 Heartbeats. When Leon and Townsend were playing, they were 2 brothers in the movie, and they were playing shy brother. So my man Leon, he goes over to the young lady sitting at the table by herself, and he starts rapping with her, right? And first he's talking about Bobby Townsend. He's like, yeah, look at him, look at him. So your girl, she says, oh yeah, he do look dumb. And then she looks at your boy Leon and she says, but look at you, I like you. And Leon's like, oh snap. So he dives into it. She done pulled him in. But watch this. When they say, yo, let's get out of here, they leave. But who comes from the bathroom? My boy say, what? I'm tired of fighting for my love every night. So my man, all right, the commitment, she's not committed. So I've kind of taken, after all these tampering with my heart, and here I am now, at the age I am now. Look, you feel me? This is the way I am. You know who you want. You know what I can bring to the table. But if this ain't good enough, hey, let me know. And I know, my heart is into this. It's going to hurt. But let me know. See what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to chase after. I'm not 20. I'm not 30. I'm not 40. I'm not 50. That's just me speaking. All right? I'm speaking about me. But other guys, other brothers, they might handle it in a different way. I just hope and pray the way you handle it will be in a positive, mature way. Key word, mature. So anyway, all right? This goes back to the caveman philosophy, where the man was the provider. So it was in his nature, it's still in our nature to be possessive over our family, to be the man over our family. It's just like a man with his daughter. You feel me? When the dad with his daughter goes out, don't you know that man is very protective of that young girl, his daughter? Now, if he go out with his son, he gonna release a little bit, because he feels that he done taught his son to be that hunter, to be that man. When you leave out of this house, son, you go out of here with your chest open, your chest out, your head up, and you go out here protected. Whereas that daughter of his, when he's out and about, and I've seen this picture so many times out and about, that man is standing ready. He ready to go to war. You knock at his door. How many of you all brothers, let's be real, dad with the daughter, prom night, all right, sweet 16, homeboy come over, he decked out in his tux. And if you are in that young girl's life, what are you saying? Come here, young man. Sit down, let's talk. I want my daughter back here, exit. Don't have me come at you. You see what I'm saying? So, we understand that. I'm a granddaddy now. My granddaughter, she's only 2. However, God allowed me to be here when she's 18. Oh, snap. Me and my rocker. What I'm talking about? We ain't going to be in no rocker. We're going to be ready. At 90 years old, I'm going to be ready. Anyway, all right? We're creatures of habits. Moving on to number 3. Men are creatures of habit. It is usually much more of a task for them to switch out of a certain mindset that we have been living in for years at a time unless we are completely mentally prepared. Listen to this. This is why some of us men stay with a woman for years despite the fact that they no longer have an interest in her. That's deep, ain't it? Or we have some men who are so far into their wives, their girls, that guess what? We become submissive to her because we don't want to lose her. That's how much we love her. So we'll do anything just to stay with her. Wow. Whew. I feel sorry for, this new generation that was not around when Lou Walls, the late great Lou Walls, came out with that song, Love is a Hurting Thing. God, dog. Y'all don't know what y'all need to go look that song up. You see what I'm saying? Love is a hurt. Man, love is so beautiful. But boy, you get on the wrong side of love. All I can say is, watch out now. Watch out now. Alright? 4. Alright? Attachment. There is a connection. Alright? Since a man handles emotions differently, this means that when he allows himself to be open and fall in love with someone, he oftentimes, yeah, that's true. How many brothers I'm guilty. How many brothers out there can admit that they're guilty? They fall hard. They fall in love so hard that they'll do anything for her, to please her, to satisfy her, to caress her, to be her shining knight in armor. They'll do anything. What makes it even harder to become unattached to her. This is why it sometimes takes them longer to truly get over their ex. Even if, oh, listen to this. Even if he is in a new relationship. How many young ladies out there that's tuned in, dating a young man, met a young man, and all he does is talk about the one that he just left. The young lady he just left. And I'll be honest with you, I've had relationships where, I've had young ladies, they talk about their ex-man. And they will even come up and say, look, you probably just like that. Or, my ex did this. Or, don't. You see what I'm saying? So think about the man who is hurt by that ex. And he go into a new relationship. Guess what he brought in that new relationship? He brought that ex into that new relationship. How did he bring that ex into that new relationship? Not physically, but mentally. She is an imprint in his brain, in his heart. So as he traveled forth, alright, who is he talking about? Oh yeah, in the beginning, hey baby, how you doing? Oh yeah, girl. But then all of a sudden, a lot of it reverts back to the hurt that he's carrying from the previous relationship, and now he's bringing it to you, to your doorstep. And he's dropping that pain on you. How do you handle it? Because that brother is what? Heartbroken. And maybe, just maybe, you will be the sister that will help him to get over that heartbreak hotel. Help that brother pack his bag so y'all can exit out. Pay your bill and get out the hotel. And number 5, life experiences. All right. It says, women are also taught since they were little girls that men, I said this earlier, men are dogs, and that ultimately, at some point in their life, they're going to have their heart broken by one. So in other words, you know, women are already set up. They're already set up to get their heart broken. What happens if you meet a man a brother that is not in the heartbreaking business? What happens if you meet a brother that is there to love you honestly regardless? Because, you know, we all got shortcomings. We all fall short. We all got problems. We all got issues. I'm not going to go into all that, but we do. But if a brother has the same amount of issues that you have, or if the brother has a little less issues than you, can you sustain? Can you be there with that brother? Can y'all make the relationship work? Love is a hurting thing. I've had where, or I've read where, or I've talked to where brothers who have been in relationships, you know, they walk out because they're broken and they feel at a loss. They're angry. They're bitter. They're devastated. You talk about a heterosexual, yeah, I went there. You talk about a heterosexual man. Got nothing but love for women. And he meets this beautiful young lady. And the only thing he wants to do is, you know, in the beginning is get a nice conversation going. It ain't about sex. And I will admit, you know, we men, we look at you women and, you know, holy smokes. You know what I mean? It's like our head be like, you know what I mean? Like, wow, she fine. Oh, wait a minute. Nowadays, women be talking about, girl, here, did you see? Ooh. Then you get that conversation going on and you feel what the conversation is about. You feel it. And then all of a sudden, one thing leads to another. And now you got a relationship going. Man, he brings you flowers. He buys you jewelry. He buys you clothes. He buys whatever. Because he's what? He's falling head over heels for you. He's willing to give his last to you. And it don't always work out like that. Something of them fell short. But this man has given his all. And now this man is left with a broken heart. We still got some time on the clock. We got 7:54. Anybody want to call in? Anybody want to give opinion? I'm not standing. I mean, I'm the host of the show, The Power of Being a Winner. But I know I'm not the only one that's been through. Anybody can call in and give some advice. Anybody want to take a second out of their time of tuning in and, you know, maybe, yeah, give some advice. Because you've been through it. You know how it is personally. Because really, you know, that's what this show is about. If we can give out a positive word, if we can help somebody mend, if we can help somebody put themselves back together, that's what it's about. Helping us to put us together. Helping us to be strong. You know, everybody wants to be loved. Think about all the love songs that are out there. That's what we live for. And trust me, we as brothers and sisters, we love to be loved. And we love giving love. But it's unfortunately, you know, the heartbreaks comes in. I was reading this story a little earlier. I can't share it because, you know, some of it is X-rated, you know. But some of it is like, hey, you know, pride, ego, you know, try to deal with it eternally. Boys don't cry. You know, it says that, let me see here. You know, men don't break down in tears. But is there any man out there who has been on their knees, begging? You know, forget about Barry White and what's your boy? I want her. I can't think of his name. You know, some of the biggest beggars out there. But drop that pride. I ain't gonna lie, all right? People that know me personally, all right? This is my last say before I get ready to end up. But yeah, you know, I've been on my knees a few times. Yeah, a tear has dropped out my eyes a few times. Yeah, you know, sometimes, you know, if you can remend, all right, to save that relationship, then it can save that heartbreak. So as I get ready to bring this whole show to an end, I hope that what I've put out tonight, I hope that the Pandora's box that I've opened up about myself tonight, I hope that has been some type of healing for somebody, some brother out there, some man out there. That to let you know, my brother, let you know, from one man to another, from one bro to another bro, alright? This thing called the heart, I don't care how strong we are, it will break. And if you're in the midst of a heartbreaking situation right now, you're in pain, seek out help. Seek out qualified help. Don't bear it alone, and please, by all means, don't go out looking for that bounce back chick. You feel me? Like you go out and you hurt somebody else because you were hurt. Because it could wind up being some consequences that you can't handle and that you don't want to handle. Alright? Because love is a beautiful thing. But you flip it over, it can be a hurting thing. So with that, I'm going to say, it's been beautiful as always. Thank you all for tuning in. I am your esteemed host, Donald L. Dowridge Jr. I look forward to seeing you next week. As always, the power of being a winner. You interested? You can order it, Amazon.com. And lastly, let me say this. I know I said this, but let me say this. You know, I am available to appear at your event. Keynote speaker, I am available to appear at your Black History event as Frederick Douglass. I'm also available to appear at any event that you might have to speak on the subject that need to be spoken on. With that, I'm out. God bless. I'll see you next week, and thank you very much for tuning in to the power of being a winner. God bless.